man, what do we believe, bro? Actually, what do we believe in a big 2-5 now? Like, seriously, what do we believe? We have Photoshop and we have AI. That's what happens when cases get put into the public. When they get put into the public, people start finding stuff. People start going crazy. It's like that thing starts taking over their life. David might be innocent. New update by It's Janky. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna see the up-to-date news on what this guy has been going through.
The David situation is one of the craziest we've seen in years, with new evidence coming out damn near every day, making it seem like he's never gonna be able to beat the allegations. Well, until just the other day, whenever a few TikToks and tweets would go viral, saying that David was no longer a suspect in the Celeste investigation. Now, the first thing that's weird about saying he's no longer a suspect is the fact that there were literally no suspects to begin with, even though it's speculated by basically the entire internet.
Yeah, everybody is putting out a video against this guy. It's not looking too good for him.
That David's guilty, that doesn't mean that he's guilty by law. They're still in the process of conducting the investigation, which can take very long periods of time. They need to find enough undeniable evidence against David to actually prosecute him. Sure, the body was found in the back of his car. They have all of these chat logs and also pictures of Celeste and David together. But even with all of this evidence...
But see, the problem is, there has been no video. Not saying that it doesn't exist, but we would see a message, a emotional video, or an emotional something coming from this guy. Like, there's like nothing, like, at all, which is a little bit alarming. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they still can't prove that David was the one who killed her, or prove that David was actually in a relationship with the missing girl Celeste.
And that's another point. If the girl was alive, why haven't we seen a video saying, hey, I'm the girl that everyone thinks that is dead, but I'm actually alive? You know what I'm saying? Like, why isn't the girl that's, if it isn't the one that's dead, hopefully not, if it isn't, why hasn't she made a video? You know what I'm saying? Because legally she's allowed to do that. She might be no, she can't be a suspect if she's literally not the girl, if it's literally an entirely different person. So she could speak out and she could be like, yo, I know I look like this person, blah, blah, blah. This is me, but there's no video of that. So, like, it's just stuff is not adding up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the body could have been planted in the back of David's car. The Discord chat logs could have been faked or photoshopped. And the pictures of David and Celeste together could have been a different girl. Like I said, the cops need to prove that all of this stuff is legitimate in order to actually prosecute David. And also to even say that he's a suspect. But even though this stuff isn't confirmed by...
Bro, I just went through like freaking some crazy-ish looking at the freaking blur scrolling. Like, what? That was some hypnotic stuff, bro.
Law, it still wouldn't stop people from spreading false narratives on social media. And that's where the David is no longer a suspect narrative came from. People would begin posting TikToks and tweets about the situation, basically making this up and believing everything they see.
As of 2 hours ago, singer David, who had a 15-year-old girl's body found in his car, has been cleared from the suspect list. How does this...
Says who? Says who? We've all just been saying that he has done it because the evidence is just pointing right at him, but it's all alleged. Everything is alleged.
Happened? I have zero idea, but it happened. LAPD really looked at all this evidence, her name in all the songs, her name tatted on him, the pictures of them, the videos of her backstage, and just said, you know what? Nah, he's cool. Like, bro, who is this man David's lawyer? Is it Jay Yoma? Like, what is going on? I just can't wrap my head around it. All these...
Wow. So it was the police.
These things, songs, videos, pictures, tattoos, everything points at David as guilty. However, LAPD says, nah, he's chilling.
No, I can kind of understand why people would see this TikTok and instantly believe it. Because, you know, this case has been very unpredictable in general. I mean, there's been basically no communication from the LAPD, David's team, or anyone like that. So it's...
That's what I'm saying.
hard to actually understand what's going on. People are believing literally whatever they see at this point. And let's be honest, most of the information isn't even facts anymore. It's just people trying to stir the pot and make new information. And people believe it because there's no real factual information right now. And this TikTok would continue to get even worse.
That's what happens when cases get put into the public. When they get put into the public, people start finding stuff. People start going crazy. It's like that thing starts taking over their life, and they now have somehow earned like a degree in acquiring evidence, or just accusing people, you know, saying outright, yo, you did it, outright, he did this, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it, bro. At least say allegedly. Because isn't Drake suing Kendrick for like defamation of character or something like that, or image or something like that? But this is what some people are doing to this guy David.
Mentioned 9 days ago, David literally canceled his entire USA tour. This dude knew he was cooked and still got out of it. Oh, and you know what? Not even did they say, you know what, David's not a suspect, but now they're saying, we don't even know if a murder even occurred, when the girl's body is literally...
No murder occurred? Wait. How did she, like, what do you mean? You telling me she just chopped herself up and put her in the back seat? Come on now.
Literally in pieces in the back of his car. This case literally has not even been deemed a homicide investigation. I'm no cop, but I think if I saw a girl in pieces in the back of another person's car, I think I would conclude that this is a murder. Do you guys think LAPD is kind of not doing a good job right now?
This is one really common misconception. Yes, the body was dismembered in the frunk of David's Tesla, but the reason it was dismembered is because it was there for such a long amount of time that it just naturally happens. No one chopped up the body, or at least that's what it seems like based on the facts we know now. And obviously, guys, I'm not trying to defend David. Do I think he's guilty of murder?
Okay, I was about to say, no one chopped up a dismembered body. Then how is she even recognizable at that point? Like, if she's already... But they said all the pieces weren't found yet, or is that just another piece of false evidence?
I mean, we don't really know at this point. I personally think that he most likely is. But something that you literally can't defend, and that's more likely than that, is that he was dating a underage girl. Celeste was literally
Allegedly, right? Yes, allegedly, because if you saying the Discord messages could be fake, she could be of age. That could be a different person, or that could not be him. You know what I'm saying? And it could not be her. But there are pictures. The only thing that you fuck, bro, nowadays with AI is I mean, but damn, what do we believe, bro? Actually, what do we believe in a big 2-5 now? Like, seriously, what do we believe? We have Photoshop and we have AI, bro, and then we have people that are dedicated to putting out certain pieces of information. Bro, if someone really wanted to try, they could prank the whole world. I'm surprised the government probably ain't doing it. Matter of fact, the government probably is doing that, bro. Like, imagine somebody with the dedication. Imagine the same person who could hack into the government, hack into these big corporations, these big social media sites, or these big game companies, or anything like that to get leaks. Imagine what if people of that dedication wanted to put out or run with a story that was loosely fabricated, and then just wanted to run with it more, and just created a whole narrative. What do we do? How do we know? How can we tell if it's fake or not? We would never know unless the people who are being claimed as saying certain things come out and say that's false. How will we know? We would not know at all.
5 years young.
And this case is a prime example. There's no hard suspects. This is all speculation. This is all alleged. Everything, every piece of information has all been sourced from the public and displayed to the public. Besides LAPD putting out there that there was a body found. That's like literally it. That's like concrete. That's it. Everything else people have found and sourced. But what if that's all fake? But like, that's crazy, bro.
Than him, and he'd apparently known her ever since she was at most 11 years old. Even if he wasn't talking to her romantically at that point, it's still weird. There's speculations that she was 10 years old whenever they started talking, but none of that's actually confirmed. On the contrary to people spreading all this misinformation about David not being a suspect, others would talk about how this is just complete and utter bullshit.
As of 2 hours ago, singer David, who had a 15-year-old girl's body found in his car, has been cleared from the suspect list.
No, he is not. You either saw some incredible misinformation or you pulled that one out of your ass, because David, he is cooked, he is deep fried. That video was 1 minute long. 1 minute long, and there wasn't a single source to confirm that David just somehow got let off the hook. Now, David hasn't been arrested yet. The reason he hasn't been arrested yet is because the process of arresting him takes a long time. They have to do a whole investigation. All of the evidence, all of the screenshots of Discord and text messages and DMs, it needs to be confirmed. The process for authorities to confirm.
Yo, my boy has a 2 big plaques in the back, bruh. Must be nice.
Confirm that takes a very, very long time. This entire case has so much exposure that there's a ton of pressure on authorities to get everything right. If they make one little mistake confirming the information that they have as evidence or have a wrongful piece of evidence, the entire case can be thrown out. David hasn't even been named a suspect in the case, so the claim that he was cleared from the suspect list, absolute nonsense.
It just baffles me how people fall.
That's facts. I mean, if he hasn't been named as a suspect, he can't be cleared from something. But he can be like, they can say he's not looking his way. Like, they could say that.
Blatant misinformation. Like, if you see something about the situation on Twitter, especially something as crazy like David got taken off of the suspect list, then you should at least look at the TikTok comments, look at the Twitter replies, and see what other people are saying. Because even though there's a lot of people that are going to be talking about it and believing it, there's also likely going to be a lot of people disagreeing with it and calling the person out for spreading misinformation. Like, the top comment on this video I just showed was the guy who responded saying, 1 minute video, not a single source. I see nowhere that says he's innocent except for fans claiming it. There's also
Bro, that's facts. That's facts.
people who are still bringing up the fact and believing that there are 2 girls, Celeste Herrera and Celeste, the other girl found in the car. The girl found was not dating David. The tattoo was trending, and even Rihanna has it. He canceled his tour because there's an ongoing investigation with a girl that was in his Tesla. Duh. The songs talk about Celeste Herrera. Now, while it is 100% possible that there is another Celeste, I personally think that it would just be way too crazy of a coincidence. I mean, we gotta keep in mind, everyone knows at this point that the missing girl's mom said that she was dating a guy named David. The girl who's allegedly named Celeste Herrera also conveniently wears the same clothes that the missing girl Celeste wears. And overall, just how weird is it that there's 2 Celestes that look damn near identical? Even though it's all alleged, anyone who believes this shit
The pictures are in like 420 frames per second.
just like wrap it up, in my opinion. The only thing that I think could be a possible
or 420p. The frames are in like 420p or pictures.
was that David and his record label were using a fake Celeste, someone who looked like Celeste Rivas, so that if David ever got exposed for talking to someone underage as he is now, they could use her as some sort of alibi, saying that there were
So you mean to tell me a whole entire record label company full of smart people would have a decoy for a underage girl he was talking to that just so coincidentally got killed? Coincidence aside, they would put a decoy for a underage girl to save their artist? That's like the biggest liability ever, especially in today's society. I don't believe that.
actually 2 Celestes all along, like Celeste Rivas, so just like wrap it up, in my opinion. The only thing that I think could be a possibility was that David and his record label were using a fake Celeste, someone who looked like Celeste Rivas, so that if David ever got exposed for talking to someone underage as he is now, they could use her as some sort of alibi, saying that there were actually 2 Celestes all along, and David had nothing to do with it.
His case with David has gotten a little confusing because now there are 2 Celestes. There are an adult Celeste, who he is posing for in pictures because she is 23 years old. Her name is Celeste Herrera. And then there is Celeste Rivas, 14-year-old Celeste, who is now deceased. She is being reported as 15 years old. She would be 15 years old. She was found the day after her 15th birthday and has been deceased for weeks at least. So we know that she was 14 years old. I believe that this was a decoy set up by David, by his recording label, by whoever knew, so that they could cover up that this child was who he was messing with.
Why are we acting like David is a mastermind that planned this whole thing? He has a massive entity behind him. He's a massive asset to them, so they want to control his image.
No. Why would they want to be liable for this? Why would they want to? If they ever got caught with this, they would be canceled immediately.
Same thing they do for other artists. It's not that far-fetched that they would cover up for him the same way many celebs, labels, and management covered for them. I really do think that this is the most probable case with there being 2 Celestes. Maybe they found out that David was dating a girl underage, or they just knew about it in general and figured that if something ever came out, they would need to have some sort of strong alibi or something to try to disprove everything so that David would end up being innocent. I mean, guys, while it sounds crazy, it's still in the realm of possibilities. The Let me know what you guys think about this situation in the comments down below. I'm probably gonna stop making videos on this situation as much as the evidence has started to slow down. Still expect videos on big updates in this situation, but new videos on other people coming out very soon. Anyways, I appreciate.
You know, it's hard to tell what is real evidence in this case and what's fan speculation slash what fans have found and tied together to the artist. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's gonna be hard for a lot of people to stop talking about it unless they are either buying into what is being roped together by the fans, or not fans, but just people in general that are like looking deeper into this case and like trying to find information and evidence that put the two individuals together. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this case does it's getting crazier, but it's not getting crazier because of the case itself. It's getting crazier at this point because of the people, because of what the people are so invested into doing for the case. But yeah, man, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. There's a lot to this.